We're on the heels of Chaos Origins coming out in just a few days. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And yes, Kongs still has cases available for this set. And yes, discount code MCO40 will actually save you on your purchase if you are looking to pick up a case or boxes over here. I think that this is a pretty important thing because a few people have been like, hey, where can we still get cases of Chaos Origins? It's there. Also, we are waiting on the deck cores to come out here, but I assume come Friday, assuming we're gonna have openings on Friday, this will be something for us to look forward to. So yeah, Kongs has some interesting pricing up here for you guys, but yeah, just kind of MCO40 will save you on your purchase. We got some data from the top 10 best-selling singles from the Mayhem 2026, which was, I believe, the discounts that they were doing to be able to, you know, get people back some money. And of course, these kickback sales that they do, it's always interesting to kind of take a look at the data, but it was a very Rarity 5 driven experience. So the Starlight Blue Eyes was pushing 34.14. The Solemn Accusation was 46.12. This card has been a very, very, very popular pickup across the player base. We've also seen Dark Magician Girl Starlights for $30. You know, people are going to pick this up because they believe that, you know, over time this is going to go up. And I don't really blame them for that. That's kind of, you know, untold. Blue Eyes White Dragon Rarity 5. These are only $4.22. But this is one of the fastest moving cards. And I've been on record saying this in a couple of videos. This Blue Eyes is one of the hottest commodities right now in the cheap sector of the market, and it probably will continue to be going up in price. We also see the base Dark Magician Girl coming in at about $4.54. Power of Ice, we saw that there was a lot of Red Dragon hype in the very beginning of this. This is doing very well. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon Starlight Rares, $28.61. Red Eyes Black Dragon, of course, right? You've got Blue Eyes and you've got Dark Magician following suit here. So seeing a Red Eyes coming up is good. Starter deck, Kaiba Blue Eyes. I love that the OG always constantly goes, but these are expensive right now, $73. And the Dark Magician Rarity 5 Starlight. So all of this was Rarity 5 cards pushing through, but just a little bit of interesting data for you with the most recent sell on TCG Player as to what has been kind of spiking up and doing what you expected it to do. Speaking of, Whale. Whale. For some reason, Enneacraft has, at least the Whale, has just gone crazy. So Atori Mars, probably one of the most important cards to the strategy. I mean, bought them out at $18, and it looks like Whale, we've had sales at $38, $40 now, with a few in-betweeners here, but this is really ridiculous just to see how much the Whale is starting to push up here and actually is kind of starting to do, you know, excellent things. So that's the high rarity. Enneacraft release is still $17, that's fine. Arca Tails are 14s. Then we get down here to Ultra Whales. These are $16, but also this is where your next problem is. Enneacraft Collector's Rares, there's only 8 listings of these, and these are suddenly $30 a piece. This is up from a market price at previously $12. Take a second to think about all of that, though. That is just the situation that we find ourselves in right now, with the Whale actually doing its thing. I mean, I guess good stuff, but that's crazy. Enneacraft Supers are $3. Astra Pixias are $1.50. A lot of this Rarity Super stuff is actually pretty floating out there. It's just, I'm really surprised that Atori Mars have really exploded up onto the scene here, because seeing the Whale actually doing things is wonderful. Speaking of Teller Knights, well, out of the weekend, we got to see Constellars actually doing wonderfully out of UK Nationals, which really put an interesting scene on the market. And it looks like right now these are $7 a copy for these, and you can get Italians all day long for $5, which is kind of surprising. But I mean, These are still very cheap. I can see that people are spending the $4.59 to pick up the Ptolemaios. Meanwhile, the QCRs are on the rise, going up to about the $19 to $20 mark, which is kind of what you would expect with this. Altis very cheap. Cross Souls Ultras are still 40 cents. All real things considered here, this is pretty cheap still. So no real crazy movements on this. Herald of the Green Light. If you want first ed near mint copies of this, you are going to be paying out the wazoo. These are $130 a piece. Do you know how crazy that is to think about, that these have that much value? Now, obviously, we have the advantage of taking this off. Get a damaged copy for $43, $50. 60, 64 on up to 72. That's just, not even including first ed copies. But I mean, the thing here is this is something that we have seen popping up as a very, very strong hand trap. And obviously, the more that the fairy stuff kind of runs around within the format, you're going to have more and more people trying to use this. So that's pretty interesting. Deep Sea Divas from Turbo Pack 4. First of all, looking back at all of the Turbo Pack stuff in general, there's always going to be something that is going to explode up this, especially when you go all the way back to the Edison stuff that's been happening. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that actually being a pretty constant thing. $80, $92, $112. Yikes. But if you take this off, you can get a French for $48, which is already crazy. $58 for more French, but you're looking at $66 for even like a light play copy of this. So that's already crazy. Gravekeeper Spy QCRs. Well, 12 listings on one of the best flipped cards within the game is not all that surprising. Oh, just kidding. Once this one's gone, you're at $50. Oh my God. What is up with just seeing these massively powerful cards just coming through and being crazy? Like, it's extraordinary just to see how the market pushes on these. Also, Maliss cards. So we're starting to see certain Maliss cards coming down in value, which is nice, but these are $70. Maliss and Undergrounds are still 70s for QCRs, but these were up. This actually kind of caught a few people's attention, but it does look like Undergrounds are coming back. Now, we should have the alt coming for that, too. Hearts Cryptors are still 100. That's not changed. March Airs are 43s. MTPs, actually, this one was also just up. There's also only 8 listings on the market for these for some reason. Pushing up to $75 for these. That's wild to think about. March Airs, these are still $17 to $18. It's honestly crazy. Maliss, I don't know, man. This deck has still got some value to it. You can get Maliss and Underground collector's rares for still $11, but looking at Starlight Rares, this is still $5. Hey, if somebody has a French, German, or foreign copy of this, reach out to me. I'm still trying to collect one of these. I actually do not own this card in this version, and I still want one. This card has somehow eluded me this entire time. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to collect one in each language, and you guys could help me with that, and I'd appreciate it. Yeah, that's the state of Maliss market right now. Also, Mirror Mage. This thing is still kind of floating around the $3 mark. Which is actually not too bad. $3 to $4. Another one of those cards kind of keep a long-term eye on. Spent is another one. This thing has been kind of spinning around, and I think judging on how a future possible ban list might go will probably determine, longevity with Spenta, because this card, it's very useful for what it has, but it's been pushing down a lot. Very Magic, the Lacrima of Light, these are also going back down. These are baseline $3 on up to 4s right now. I've been seeing a little bit more recoverability with these. But with that being said, it's really all I got for today's market. My throat is killing me because allergies are getting down. So apologies if I sound raspy over the next couple days with all the reveals coming. I will try my best. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And you guys have a good rest of your day and stay safe out there. All right. Patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.